Hey guys, it's Gadget, and it is 1:04 a.m. here, and I'm watching Hunter by Hunter. So let me turn that down just a little bit so I don't get copyrighted. And to all my friends that are doing voiceover work for Hunter x Hunter, thumbs up. So what's the night been? Well, basically there's been no phone calls, and that's a good thing. And then I thought, you know what? The last time this happened, there were no phone calls. Basically, what happened was, it was like I said, they only call me or send me emails when something happens, right? And I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's a good day, maybe it's a good whatever, right? No big deal. But then I was talking with some friends, and they said, well, tell us what those phone calls were about. And I said, well, if you haven't been watching the vlogs, they're always about what happens with Christopher and everything, right? Because today was a good day. Today was, I slept in late, I cleared a corner out, I got more stuff done, I was able to get rid of some things and stuff like that, and it was going good and everything. I was able to put things where they belong, fold up stuff until I could get back into the bedroom and put them in the drawers. Things that, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, right? So, yeah. So, some of my friends were seeing how I was because they were concerned. And I said, what's the matter? Why are you concerned and everything? They go, you don't seem like you are happy that there aren't any phone calls. I said, yeah, I am happy. I get to sleep at night. Like I said, I got to sleep in. I got to whatever. And they go, no, something else is wrong. I said, oh, you must be feeling because they took me off the pain medications because they need to see where all the pain is coming from with these doctor's appointments and everything. So, yeah, I'm going to look a little out of it and everything and stuff. And they were like, oh, okay, as long as you're not acting like you're upset and I said, don't say that word because I am not that type of word. Because I know I have more people to prove wrong, Because they are concerned about what's been going on these last few months and everything. And with my own, like with the deaths in my family and friends and things like that, they just wanted to make sure I was okay. And that's the thing, when you have good friends who don't bring you down, who don't belittle you, who don't belittle your other good friends and everything, that's a good sign, you know? That there's people out there to help you and everything. But if you have those friends that 1 minute will be kind to you and then stab you in the back the next, that's not friends or anything, right? So that's here nor there. But everyone said, why don't you talk about those phone calls that you got, especially the last ones, the ones from 2 weeks ago and everything, that claim that I broke Christopher and all this other stuff and everything, right? So I said, all right, you know what? Maybe it is time to talk about some of them because, you see, on Facebook, they have different standards than here on YouTube. You can be a little more visual or more adult on YouTube than you can on Facebook because of everything, right? And my eye is killing me. This eye is always killing me. And I'll explain why and everything, all right? Because as part of okay, there's so many things I have to explain tonight that you're going to see in the next couple of days and weeks why I might look like I'm going to kill something or strangle something because of the pain I'm in. Because, like I said, they took me off the medications they want to see. So, first thing, let me talk about the pain that I'm in. I told you guys what I have wrong with me. I have an intradermal lump in my right knee, tendinitis in my right knee with a mass that sits in my leg. Okay? I have, what else? Mild dysplasia here. I have the costochondritis. I have the fibromyalgia. I have been through car accidents, everything, you name it, I'm sore from that. I also have TMJ. Now remember, TMJ affects this part here because of the teeth and everything. It affects the neck, down the shoulders. It affects your hearing. It affects your eyes, depending on where it hits you, right? My cousin's had it. She had the surgery. She loves it. She's out of pain. She was worse than me, right? I have the brochure around here somewhere, but if you want to look up in one of my other vlogs, TMJ, okay? It's basically the nerves that are here affecting your hearing, your vision, your jaw, your neck, your shoulder, and it shoots down the pain. I get it bad because this one tooth here, it shoots into my eye and my ear. This ear gets messed up because of this one. When they pulled this wisdom tooth, we didn't realize it was attached to a nerve and everything. So, yeah. So, right now, what I'm feeling is my jawline here hurting. Okay? I also feel my knee, which I want to strangle. I can hardly walk. My lower back is shot to hell because of the pain from everything. My side is killing me, and what can I do, right? Well, I go to the doctors, and they're going to help. They're going to finally, after 3 years, figure out what's wrong. But to find it, they had to take me off the medicine. So we weaned me off one each day, meaning each week, everything and stuff, right? So I got weaned off the astragalus. I got weaned off the Don Quai. I got weaned off of the Sammy. I got weaned off of the LL Steen. So that's when my nails aren't growing. You guys can see they stopped growing because they took me off the protein pills. What else? Many other things, right? So right now, I'm sitting in a position where I'm not hurting. But all my friends who have been talking to me noticed that my breathing's changed, everything. And they noticed that I'm starting to get a little thinner since they've been taking me off the pills, because the pills have side effects and everything, right? So yeah, it's either take the pills and be out of pain, or, right? But I'm so used to being in pain that I can manage it. And I have my good days and bad days. So I wanted to let everybody know I'm doing good. I have a doctor's appointment this Monday, doctor's appointment next Monday. I'm going, after that appointment, we know what the game plan is going to be, if they're going to monitor it, or if they're going to do surgery, or what. I have a choice. They even gave me a choice if I wanted to remove the fibroid now, but they want to look at the cysts on my ovary to see, because I'd rather do one surgery, get them both out, That way it's not going back in, going back, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, the stupid ways. And that's why I wanted to talk about the difference between doctors here and the doctors over there in the UK. Because, as you guys know, I was contemplating that if Christopher Graham John Fuel of the UK did actually think with his heart and his brain and kept me, I would go out every year and we'd get to know each other and everything. And he'd come here and everything and stuff like that. And see if he wanted to do something here, work out a job or anything and stuff like that. A change of pace, Because he's not happy there and I'm not happy here. But you know what? I am happy. It's not that I don't want to move from here or anything. The fact is that there's more freedoms here than there is in the UK, and that's what I wanted to talk about. We don't censor our TV as much as you guys do. We don't have doctors that will not let a baby get the help it needs, knowing that it could have been saved, all because of my stuttering, people, that's part of dyslexia. Because legislative or legislate or magistrate or whatever you guys call it deemed it as let the baby die. And that's not right either. You guys are losing out on potential help by not being able to come here and talk to our doctors. Yeah, you may have free health care, but at what cost? For the last 7 years, I've had no health care, but at least I was able to see doctors, and you know what? They've been able to help me. And that's another thing, too, with the health care. Do you realize, and this is an actual brochure, here's the thing. Sometimes it's based on your monthly paychecks. Sometimes it's based on your yearly pay. My yearly pay can be anywhere from $18,000 to $19,000, right? To qualify for medical insurance as a single person with no kids and nothing else, you have to make, according to this, I know it's backwards, $23,760 a year to qualify for medical insurance as a single adult. Okay? If you have a family of 4, your premiums are lower, or anything else, right? Okay. Basically, I keep going to these offices to try to get medical insurance, and what do? Nope, you don't qualify. You make too much money. Or, oh, you can afford it. You can afford the $275 a month. Oh, wait, but your yearly is this. Are you sure you're not lying to us? You got other money, because we see it higher monthly versus yearly. And I'm like, this is how it's functioned, guys. This is what I make. 7 years, been told no. I can't afford it. It's cheaper for me to take the penalty. So yeah, it takes a while for doctors to listen to you, that want to listen to you because you don't have insurance. So I'm glad the doctors are finally listening to me. I feel bad, though, because this is where the phone calls come in about Christopher. Ever since I gave him up on August 22nd, 2016, after his friends were bullying me because they didn't know the whole story, they never asked me why, they never got to know me, or the jealous, vengeful, hateful shallow people that did heard of me or anything only were listening to half the story. It turned into a battle that I closed the door on somebody. That I shouldn't have closed the door, but at the same time, the reason I closed the door was when I found out how he treated me to them and portrayed me to them. And that's what made me close the door on him. But I do this all the time. I give everybody 1 year to fix your mistake. That means stand up for me. That means tell the truth. That means not wallow in self-pity. Not lie about being emotionally heartbroken and using that to mask everything, pain to mask it. I'm saying this right now. People can do things and lie all their life. People can do things and not lie all their life. But it's how people are portrayed by others. It's how people see things because of how everything is in their lives. I may have grown up a child of abuse, a child of everything else and everything. But I'd vowed I'd never be like anybody like that. I had too many people to prove wrong because I was tired of being everybody's scapegoat. I was tired of everybody prejudging me. I was tired of the fact that no matter what I did, it wasn't good enough for anybody because they deemed it not good enough, even though this was my life and my stuff. I don't throw people away. People throw me away because they think the grass is greener on the other side. And that's what bothers me the most, that you would throw away opportunities because you feel you know everything about me. Or your friends know everything about me based on how you portrayed me to them, not realizing you did not portray me in a very positive light. Or you listened to them before you listened to your own heart. So yeah. So these phone calls I got before they stopped saying I broke Christopher, all this stuff, for a whole year, I was treated like nothing. I was treated so badly, yet he did not stand up for me. So why am I going to stand up for somebody like that and stick by them? And then it dawned on me, I'm not like them. Yes, I'm mad, I'm pissed off and everything, but I gave him 1 year to fix it. It's up to him this August 22nd if he's going to fix it. But then I get, like I said, the phone calls that kept coming in these 2 weeks ago and everything. The first call came in around June, was it? No. It was the 14th or the 15th, one of those days, saying that I broke him. He's going to die. He wants death. He wants this and everything. I hung up the phone. I didn't believe any of that. And then I kept getting other phone calls. Your boy needs you. Your boy wants to talk to you. Call Christopher. Right? Then it got to the point where people were telling me other stories. That he's already dead. That it's my fault. That it's this. Everything. Right? Then I get stories of that. People are saying, no. He wants to talk to you. He's so sorry. He's whatever. How can I believe that from someone who stabbed me in the back? How can I? Like I said, I give opportunities for you to fix your mistake. But if you're going to hide and contemplate the theory of suicide and death, why would you do that? I already lost one friend to that. Why would you do that again? You know? I'm thinking of Spencer right now. Because that was the thing. How bad is life for you that you let people bring you down to that level? Yes, we all have demons, and we can't outrun drama because if we keep outrunning it, it's going to get worse. Can't you admit to yourself that it is emotional, physical, and all that other stuff? Can't anybody ever admit that they made a mistake? I do every day with all of you. I made the mistake of not fighting for him. But then again, I made the mistake of listening to him and believing him after he lied again to me. Do you not think I know he was concocting things? Okay? Right now it's party time in my building. And everything. Everyone's having fun and stuff. Me, I'm having fun trying to fix this mess. Which is getting better. But it would have been nice to be with someone who actually cared about me. And that's where, like, the pain comes in. Because, yeah, I'm heartbroken. Because people didn't let me get to know him. He didn't even let me get to know him. But he just wants to wallow in self-pity based on these phone calls. Fine and great. You guys can take care of him. But if he does want to fix things, he knows how to get in touch with me. He knows how to do things. He knows what life has in store for him. His friends know how to do it. Because if they really were his friends, they would have came and seen me. They would have talked with me. But they didn't. They're not his friends. I would have been proud if one of my friends finally got a girlfriend or a boyfriend. I would have been like, hi, my name is this and everything. I've known him for this long and everything, blah, blah, blah. That's a friend. Okay? Like I said, I'm in pain right now. But I learned over the years how to do pain management because I didn't want to be over-medicated like Christopher. I didn't want doctors pushing pills and saying that it's all in my head and everything and stuff like that. Okay? From the first day I met him, all he ever talked about was he already had his funeral planned. The theme from Star Trek. The next, what was it? Star Trek Enterprise. You know? That was his thing he wanted to play at his funeral and everything. And I said, you better not do that. Why are you doing that? That song was my song when I graduated college. I had already planned out for when I graduated college. Okay? Because I saw that song as a positive, not a negative. And that's what it was. I was positive to his negative. I brought him light out of the darkness. And then to find out that he's back to square one from the day I met him, it tells me something here that you guys didn't see. Because you guys wanted to blame me for everything. But then again, one person who did call me, I pointed that out to them, and they go, you know, you're right. That call came in on the 20th. And that call was from a guy who knows Christopher and said to me, how do I put it? I need to talk to you. I need to find out who you are. I said, why? Why? And right? About to hang up the phone. I spoke to this person. And they said to me this, I am so sorry. And you're right. He did change when you came into his life. He had something to live for and care about. And I know it took everything in your heart not to leave him because of all those rotten blokes of people he calls mates. But right now, your boy is hurting. And we've tried talking to him. We even tried calling him. And he's not listening. And I said, but you guys don't understand. You sealed the deal. You were the ones, you guys, who made him leave me that night when he said his friends' writings and travels comes first. Because you thought it was fun. You thought it was fun to manipulate a situation. Because you didn't like the fact your friend was changing. He goes, I know. So I said, what do you want to do about it? He kept begging me to call Christopher. I said, no, I'm not calling Christopher. It's not my place. It's his place to realize that he had somebody in his corner who loves him and wanted to be with him. But instead, he sold her out to go be with his friends. Threw her under the bus. Because his friends mattered, everything else mattered. And now look at him, according to all the phone calls. Because that's the phone calls I got. Well, I didn't mention all of them. Because they all kept saying the one word that they didn't want to. Because they had seen my vlogs about Spencer. And that's what everybody was worried about. And everything. The first time some of Christopher's friends were actually concerned about me. See, I'm crying because I'm thinking of Spencer. Because his birthday's coming up. And he would have been 27 years old. And it's hurting because for someone who would have been 27 years old Here's the difference. He told his friends about me. He told them all about me. I didn't know this. Because when I found out Spencer had passed, his friends were more concerned about how I felt than anything else. They wanted to make sure I was okay. And they understood why I couldn't go because of everything in my life. Yet, here comes Christopher, who's going to be 34 years old in, God, in a few weeks. Who tells his friends that I am a bitch and everything else when I'm being bullied. Who portrays me in a light that is not good and not bad at the same time, but doesn't stand up for me when things happen. And lets his friends treat me like garbage. All because he's afraid of change. He's afraid of what everybody else is going to think. And now I'm getting phone calls, well, meaning before, telling me he wants to commit suicide too, as well as many other things. So I'm saying, where are his parents? Why aren't his parents with him and hearing all this? So is it an act? And this is what people are calling me up with. And I sit there and I go like, how low can people get to stoop to that and say he's going to do that, knowing what happened to me with one of my friends? How low can people get? Do I dare call the house? No. Because I don't know if it's a trap. I don't know if it's something to get my attention, to break this war that I didn't even start. I don't believe anything because unless I hear it from his mouth, these are just little children calling my house, being stupid, and lying again. Because like I said, if anything ever happened to Christopher, there are 5 people that would have called me. And none of those people have called me. So we all know it's an act. Okay? And I need tissues. And I have no tissues. Oh, that's the one thing I did. I threw out all the tissues. Do you guys think I'm not in pain either? Do you guys think I like living here? I have to live here out of necessity. I don't even know if I'm going to have a job next year because of everything. But then again, I have other things I can fall back on. But I would never in my life ever go down that route that Spencer and people are claiming Christopher are going down. Because, think about it, there's too many people you gotta prove wrong. And that's the one thing. He's not even trying to prove me wrong. So that means he's right. Maybe they are right. But this is all alleged. And this is what I've been going through for the friggin' year. And I bet none of them have told him. Or he doesn't even watch these, you know? That I gave him a year to fix it. I'm giving him until the 22nd of August to fix it. To stand up for me and tell Fiona and her husband, to tell Luke and his wife, to tell Josh and whatever he's dating and everything, to tell everyone he lied about me, to tell them he did care about me, and that he let people manipulate him into letting me go because he couldn't understand what was going on, and that he wasn't fair to me. Just admit it. Just admit it and let that guilt go. And watch, your pain is going to subside. Because I still think he has TMJ like me. Because if they've ruled out everything that's wrong with him, in the 4 years I had been with him, all that was left was the TMJ, which mimics the same thing. And if over there in England they don't even know what that is, I feel so bad for you people. You are behind in medicine. You may be ahead and everything else, but you are so far behind in medicine. All I ever asked was to have a fair chance. And to see that a fake profile had a better chance than I did tells me about you guys. So it's up to you. Because right now I'm loving the anime I'm watching. Waiting for this to heal in here because that got cut. Yeah, it got cut. I had an accident on that one. It was called a cat was chasing something and scratched the hell out of me while I was sleeping. Still hurts. I think some eyebrows there too. Told you it's party time here. What else? Basically that's it. It's just I'm in pain. Trying to deal with everything. Working on finishing this place. That's why I'm sitting here. I would have done more, but I can't move. My legs are hurting. What else? Which one is this? Ah, it's Lupin! Lupin the Third. I love this anime. Italiano anime, yeah. Tell you guys. He had opportunities. And he just has to fix it. His mistake. But if he doesn't fix his mistake, let's see how he handles when things start changing. Because like I said, unless I hear from him, I don't believe a word you guys say. Like I said, he's got too many people to prove wrong. And if he's going to let you guys just let him wallow in self-pity, like you guys claim, oh well. You guys took that responsibility on. I don't have that responsibility of him anymore because he gave up on me because you told him to. The funny part is I never gave up on him. I just wanted him to fix his mistakes. And I know he watches these. And if he's that scared of me, you guys can keep him. Because if he's that weak, what happened? Because he wasn't like that. He was getting better. But you guys, this is the phone calls I got. Like I said, so many people kept calling me. And I noticed it was a trend. Because one of my other friends checked it out for me. It seems that every time I get phone calls is when he does something. Now, if that's the way to try to get my attention, it's the wrong attention. A man would stand up for his girlfriend, his best friend, pick up a phone and call her. And apologize for all he's done. But you see, this is the difference with me. Through all the years I've been with him, all he ever does is leave me. Because he doesn't think anyone is good for him. He doesn't think he's good for anyone either. And that's where he made the mistake. He also made a mistake by listening to his friends and not listening to his heart and mind and taking their advice as a grain of salt in with what he wanted. His mistake was he let the things around him bother him. All he has to do is utter the words that he lied. Utter the words that he basically does not understand that what he's feeling is emotional stress and everything. From what everyone is describing to me of how he's acting, that's emotional. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you want, take him to a psychologist, take him anywhere, ask a psychologist about a broken heart or missing somebody or something of trauma. Because you know what the emotional part is too? If he's back to square one, the way people are claiming, he's upset because there's no hope for him. Because no one is giving him hope that there's going to be a cure for what's wrong with him. And it might be trigeminal neuralgia. And all he has to do is have one little surgery and it goes away, the pain. I'm not a candidate because mine is mild. My cousin had the same pains as him and she even had the surgery. And she loves it. No more pain. She can hear out of her ear. She can see out of her eyes. No more neck pain. No more whatever. No more pain here. No more pain. But you guys don't want to do that, do you? You guys don't want to listen to someone who knows. Because you guys think you know everything. And that's the story of my life. How people think they know everything. So, I didn't realize this was a half hour already. I'm going to go watch Lupin to take away my mind off the pain and everything, and he's actually hitting a zombie in this one. Okay, that's an interesting one. All I'm going to tell you guys right now is this. See how I'm holding my side right here? Okay? If I move my arm right now, someone's going to die. That's how much pain I'm in. You guys don't understand it. See where I'm holding that? I'm putting pressure on my side right now. Because I'm going to describe this pain to you. Since they took me off my pain meds. This pain is like taking a hot knife, digging it into an open, infected wound with maggots as it burns and throbs and everything else, you name it. At the same time, pouring peroxide and what else? And alcohol on it type of pain. To where I want to punch a wall in with a steel plate behind it. And punch through that steel plate. So, what's the difference with me and him in pain? It's called center yourself. Relax. Stop lying. Start balancing your life, positive and negative. I've told people, if you don't want drama in your life, drama's going to haunt you to the day you die. Because people who try to push drama away end up with more drama. People who just have comedy in their life are going to be bored out of their minds. Because there's nothing to relieve the humor and the tension. He knows what he did was wrong. And that's his guilt. So he has guilt on top of worry, on top of everything. Yes, it is emotional. Because when you got people calling you and describing it, and guys, remember, if it wasn't that I came from a poor family and could pass scholarship tests, I would have been a biopsychologist. I would have studied the brain, the mental for the physical. Because I am trained in it. The closest I can get is counselor if I want to go back and recertify myself. But I don't want to do that because I do it for free. I do it all the time with you guys. Yes, I love helping people. When they want the help. When they know they need the help. And when they can admit they need the help. But if all of you keep telling me he's trying to commit suicide just like Spencer did, I don't believe you. Because he's got too many things to live for. Too many things and too many ways to prove doctors wrong. And he has to prove me wrong that he's not going to be a wallowing, self-centered little spoiled brat. You hear me, Christopher Graham John Fuel? You spoiled brat. I gave you till August 22nd, 2017 to fix it. But if you're going to let your friends tell you that I'm lying and everything else, or that they don't let you see these, I hope and pray that I don't have to dig you up out of the grave the way I almost threatened to dig Spencer up out of the grave. Because you all made promises to me. This is Spencer's tears, by the way. You all made promises to me. And if you have to stoop to that level to break the promises or not keep them, then whatever God you believe in, I hope he's merciful to you. But at the same time, those people who were calling me about 2 weeks ago, why don't you then, instead of telling me he's trying to commit suicide, go stop him from committing suicide? Because I wasn't the one that caused this. You all were. I can fix this if he calls me. But he's not going to call me. Because maybe it was all an act to get you guys to call me and give him the attention he needs. Or maybe he had a wake-up call and a light bulb went off. It's all on you guys. If you want to see your friend happy again, have him call me. He knows how to call me. I'll be home tomorrow. I have an appointment on Monday, but I'll be home Tuesday. If he wants to keep this going, he doesn't realize. The longer he waits, that's it. I give you guys a year to fix your mistakes. But if you keep thinking I was his mistake, you're dead wrong. And then guess what? If something happens to him, it's on you guys. Because all year I kept saying, stop bullying me. Get him help. All we need to do is talk this out. And none of you wanted to help. So guess what? Anything happens to him, it's on you guys. Anything he pulls is on you guys. Because like I said, I only find out when you guys call me. And I don't even believe it, you guys. So I forgive all of you. And I hope you can forgive yourselves if he does commit suicide. Because I have nothing to do with it. That was you guys. I'm not guilty of anything. You guys are. So enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. However, I'm moving forward, trying to make sure that I don't, you know what I mean? And maybe get some rest that I need. But I wish I could do what he does. Play video games every day. Tell everybody that I'm in pain. Cry for attention. Not get motivated because everyone says I'm worthless. No, see, I have too many people to prove wrong. I did it with college. I did it with everything else. People kept telling me I wouldn't amount to nothing. Well, wait till they see what happens later. Things are happening, people. And if he wants to change, he better do it soon. Because I might have been the only one that could have tolerated his ass. Bye.